num1 plus num2. Good. Can you put a space between the num1 and the plus and num2? Just space. Yes, there. Good. Okay. All right. So let's see what it's going to do now. So go ahead and hit enter. Okay, so a small, I forgot to put the is. The sum of num1 and num2 is, sorry, I copy that print statement. Copy it, just copy it. We don't want to type it all over again. Highlight and copy. Highlight, yes, you can copy here too. Highlight and copy.
Okay. Highlight and copy.
Okay. Now, you see that where you have num2, that comma after num2, right? After that comma, put is in quotation marks. Okay. And then put a comma after the quotation mark.
The comma where?
After the quotation mark, after it.
After the quotation mark. Okay.
Yes, correct. Okay, so let's see how it's going to display now. I'm sure it should display better. Hit enter. So does it look better now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, better. That's nice. All right. So I'm sure you can guess the next math operator we want to take a look at. Which one would that be?
Subtraction.
Okay, so go ahead and do the same thing for subtraction that you just did for addition. And you can paste. Now, yes, okay, go ahead. The difference between then don't forget to remove that off. Remove the off. No, I didn't say you should remove the quotation mark. I said remove the off.
I didn't mean to.
Okay. Can you close up that space there?
What
No space.
space?
Yes.
What
Remember,
space?
yes, don't put any space. Did you not notice that Python put a space for you?
Oh, okay.
You didn't notice it. If you put a space, by the time Python puts its own, it will now be double. It will be looking odd. You understand what I'm trying to say? So the difference between, and then num1 will now appear on the screen, and num2. Now put that is. Don't forget to put is now, the same place where you put is for addition. And don't forget to put your comma and change that plus sign to minus. Okay. All right. So let's.
For this one, do they use semicolon?
No, we don't. We don't use that's totally not accepted here. With Python, we don't use semicolon. Now, semicolon is usually used in JavaScript to tell us where one statement ends. For Python, we know that a statement has ended by going to the new line. Do you get it now?
Okay.
Yes. Okay, so hit enter. Let's see. All right. So the difference between 5 and 4 is 1. Okay, so did you notice it does the calculation for you and puts the answer right there where the calculation was placed? 5 minus 4, the content of num1, 5, minus the content of num2, 4. That gave us 1. Did you notice that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So what's the next one?
Division.
Division.
Multiplication.
Multiplication. So go ahead and no, that's not. Yes, that's the one you copied the right one now. You don't need to remember to change all the things you need to change.
What's your for this one?
Product, the product of. Yes. Okay, yes, I think this is fine. Okay. All right, so hit enter. Let's see what it shows us. So is it working correctly as expected? It's working correctly, right?
Yes, sir.
I didn't hear you. You're sounding distant.
I'm sounding distant.
I didn't hear what you said. I said, is it working as
Yes,
expected?
sir.
Okay. All right. So what's next after division? Okay, go ahead. Go for it. The answer for division is quotient. Okay, quotient, don't forget. Yes. Okay. All right, so go ahead and hit enter. Let's take a look at what it shows us and see if we can explain it. Okay, so can you explain why it's 1.25? Can you explain?
Um. Uh, I don't know how to put it.
Give it a try now. 5 divided by 4. 5 divided by 4. How many 4s are there in 5? 4 will go into 5 how many times?
Once.
Once. Is there any remainder?
0.25.
Okay, so it will give you 0.25. That's 1 over 4, isn't it?
Yes, sir. 1/4.
Okay, so that's why if you now add 0.25 with the one whole number that's the number of times that 4 went into 5, that is going to give you 1.25. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Good. So did you notice that you divided by 5 by 4, a whole number by another whole number, but the quotient is a decimal? Did you notice that?
Yes, sir.
Is that similar to the behavior that we have in JavaScript?
Oh, yes, it is.
Very similar. Good. Okay. So now there are times that we don't want that 0.25. We want everything, whole number. Okay. So there's something called integer quotient in Python. Okay. Let's see how it plays out. So can you go ahead and copy that line that you did for quotient? Just copy that line, the print statement. No, only, yes, exactly. Just that line. Thank you. Have you copied it? Okay. Now, you see that place where you have the quotient of, in between the D and quotient, add the word
In
integer.
between where?
D, THE, and quotient. THE, yes, there. Add the word integer. Integer. There's no R before the G. Just remove that R before the G. Yes, thank you. Now, the operator for it is double slash. So just double that slash that you have there. Just double it. You'll see what will happen.
What slash?
Yes, that one. Good. Now hit enter. What did you notice?
It's 1.
1. What do you think it did to the 0.25?
You removed it.
Thank you. It removed it. Thank you for not saying that it rounded it up, because it did not round anything up. Some people will be thinking that it rounded up 1.25 to 1. No matter how much it looks as if that's what happened, that's not what happened. It removed it. And to remove something is as if you use a scissors and cut that thing off. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
In programming terms and in mathematical terms, there's a word for it: truncate. Okay, you've heard that word before, truncate, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, so that's what it just did. It truncated the decimal part, which is not good for some applications, but in some cases, that is what we want. So you will see that Python has so many things that you may not see in JavaScript. Not that you cannot do it in JavaScript, though. If I wanted to do this kind of thing in JavaScript, do you remember how we did it?
Yes, sir.
So JavaScript would, oh, you say you remembered. Oh yeah, tell me how we did it in JavaScript. How did
What
we
one?
achieve this integer division now that we just did? How would we have achieved it in JavaScript?
Oh. Oh. It was. I know it's like. I can't remember.
You can't remember. That means you don't remember it now. That means you don't know it. You've forgotten. So what we did in JavaScript to do something like this was that we used a function, math.floor. Do you remember math.floor?
Oh, yes. I remember.
Excellent. So we did math.floor, and in between the parentheses for math.floor, we now did what was that? We now did the normal division. Do you get it now? So math.floor
Yes.
will give us the number that is the next number that is lower than that number. So if you look at 1.25 now, math.floor will give us what? 1. Is 1 not the number that is lower than 1.25?
Yes, sir.
Right? One whole number is the number that is lower than 1.25, isn't it?
Oh, yes, sir.
And if you do math.ceil, that's ceiling, that's the opposite of floor. The number that is after 1.25, the whole number that is after 1.25, is that not 2?
Yes.
So to achieve this, we can't use math.ceil, C-E-I-L. We usually use math.floor in JavaScript. Do you remember now?
Yes, sir.
If you go and check your code, you will see that you did it. It's just that you have forgotten it. But
Forgotten.
that's what. uh
Because we did
So
it a while ago.
it's not even just that. You see that don't worry, by the time you do stuff over and over and over again, even if you did it a while ago, even if you did it last year, 10 years ago, you will still remember it, because it has now become like what they call a second nature. It's as if, okay, I wake you up from sleep and ask you, what's your name? Will you tell me that you have forgotten your
Sorry,
name?
your voice is glitching.
Can you hear me now?
Your voice is still glitching when you say it.
How come it's my own voice that is glitching? Your own is not glitching. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. I said that, is it possible for somebody to wake you up and ask you your name and you say that you have forgotten your name? Is it possible?
No.
Because you've heard your name all your life. So there's no way you can forget it. So that's the same thing about this stuff. When you do it, practice, practice, practice. They say consistent practice makes perfect, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So the idea, the concept is the same thing here. Okay, you need to practice, practice and practice and practice, and you see that you become really good at it. Okay, so let's see. So how many operators have we learned so far?
Uh, what do you mean? Like
In this program, how many operators have we learned so far?
in this Python?
Yes, now.
3,
In this class, how many operators have we learned?
3,
Are you sure?
4, 4, 4.
Are you sure?
Huh? You just learned 4.
Count it now.
Addition,
Uh-huh.
subtraction,
Uh-huh.
quotient, 5.
Uh-huh. Addition, subtraction. What next was after subtraction?
The multiplication,
Uh-huh.
division, and
Uh-huh.
integer.
Integer quotient, isn't it? Integer division.
Oh, yes, sir.
How many is that?
5.
5. So we've seen 5 operators so far. Okay, let's learn one more. Which one do you think that last one should be?
Sir,
Which one do you think the last operator we will learn today should be?
uh, um, I don't know.
The modulus operator. You've forgotten about
Oh,
modulus.
yes, yes, yes.
Okay, so go ahead and paste the print statement again. And this time, show us how the modulus operator will look. So you can, for that place where you have the quotient of, you can say the remainder of num1 and
Huh?
num2. The remainder of, yes.
You remember? Uh,
Okay, so let's say it correctly. The remainder after division. The remainder after division. After division, yes. That's another name for modulus. The remainder after division of, don't forget to put of. Then that place that you have and, you change and to by. Yes, excellent. Change the operator. Don't forget to change the operator.
to what?
The same one that you know.
Uh,
Do you remember the modulus operator in JavaScript?
no,
Eh?
no, I forgot.
Simeon. Hmm. I'll just ask anybody that is around you there to give you serious flogging for me. How will you say that you have forgotten the modulus operator in this thing?
Oh,
In Java?
modulus.
What were you thinking?
They're talking about something else.
Ah, my goodness.
Sorry, sir.
Okay. So you are forgiven. Okay, so go ahead and hit enter. Let's see how it shows up.
Sir, okay.
Yes. Okay. So does it work as expected?
Yes.
It, do, it does work, right?
Oh, yes, it does.
Mhm. Okay. Okay. All right, that's good. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do now is we're going to see, in the last class we saw how many functions did we call in the last class? Can you remember?
Last class.
Yeah, we called the str function. Do you remember the str function?
Yeah.
Which other one did we call? Which one have we been calling since?
Print.
What?
Print.
Print. Thank you very much. Print. That's right. Okay. So we're going. Let's learn some others now. So somebody might say these ones don't behave like functions, but you see that by the time you write them out, they're exactly functions. So just like str, there's a function, there's an int function, okay? There's an int
Yeah.
function. And what that int function does is that it gives us the int copy of things. But before we go to the int function, let us okay. I'm thinking now, should we?
I
Okay, no
think
problem.
we should do it in this class or next class.
No, of course we'll do it in this. We still have some time. I'm just thinking of something else. Okay, all right. Let's explore the int function. So remember, just like str, will give us the string copy of whatever you put between its parentheses. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh. What do you think the int function will do? Int, int. What do you think it will do?
Uh, um,
It will give you the integer copy of whatever you put between its parentheses. Does it make
okay, sir.
sense now?
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh. All right. So now we're going to try something. Sorry, I just remembered something. No. Before we go to that, let's do something else. Let's do one more operator. Now, I'm sure you are going to be surprised at this, but it's possible. So I want you to create a string variable. Just use your name. Create another variable, not num1, num2. You can call the variable name, my name. Okay. Then assign your name to it. Don't forget to put your quotation marks, because if not, you'll be committing another crime. Type your name between. Don't you like using capital letter to start your name? Your name is a noun. You have to start it with capital letter.
Oh no.
Okay, good. All right. Now, go to the next line. Go to the next line. Okay, hit enter. Call your print function, and in between the parentheses, just type name,
It
the
goes
name of
back
that
to
variable.
teaching.
Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. No. Don't type a quotation mark. Just type what I'm saying. The name of that variable, name, name. Just type it like that. No quotation marks. Put a space and then asterisk. That's multiplication. Okay. Then put your variable num1. Now let me ask you a question. Is this supposed to be possible?
No,
Why?
because a name isn't an integer.
Thank you. That's just the simple reason why it should not be possible, right?
Yes,
But I
sir.
want you to enter and see what happens.
Okay. Simeon. Oh, we times it by 5.
So can you explain it? Can you explain why this thing should make sense to us? Can you explain it? I want you to guess. Just give it a try.
Same name is 1. So you're
Mm.
times in name by 5. You're like repeating it 5 times. That's how it
Thank you.
works.
You are repeating it 5 times. Now, this how me I usually explain it. You remember that the plus sign is also for concatenation, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh. And when you add something, when you add something to itself repeatedly, it's like multiplying it by something. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh. So you see that name, eh? When you say name plus name plus name plus name 5 times, is it not as good as multiplying name by 5?
Yes.
Uh-huh. So the designers of Python thought, well, if that concept holds, then we should make it possible to, in quote, multiply a string by an integer. Does it make sense now?
Yes, sir.
Does it make sense? Uh-huh. So
Yes,
please
yes,
take
sir.
note. This is the only possibility. You can multiply a string by an integer, not by another string. But you can concatenate a string to another string. Did you get what I just said?
Yes, sir.
Let me say it again. You can multiply a string by an integer. It will just do repeat. It will call the repeat function for you. But you cannot multiply a string by another string. Okay?
Okay, sir. Only times a string by integer.
Yes, you can only multiply a string by an integer. But you can concatenate a string to another string.
Okay, sir.
Okay. All right. So let us we can now go to our int function. So on the next line, let me send you what you type. I'll send it to you in the chat box. Are you still there? Simeon, are you still there?
Yes, sir.
Why is it that Shalom had to repeat what I said before you heard me?
So I'm checking
Hmm?
something. I was checking something.
Okay.
Yeah, my sister is making noise. So I'm trying to tell her to stop.
Okay.
That's why. Yeah,
Okay, I want you to try this out. Can you see what I sent?
Sorry, my Wi-Fi.
Okay. All right. Check your chat box. Can you still see the chat I sent?
No.
I have to send it again. Okay, I'm sending it again.
Okay.
So copy that and paste. Have you copied it?
Yes, sir.
Now that sum, the sum one should be on the next line. Can you make it to go to the next line by moving your cursor there? You can cut it. Okay, good. Good. Okay. All right. So go ahead and hit enter. Let's see what happens. I'm expecting an error. Okay. So what does it say? Unsupported operand types for plus, int, and string. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's fix that. That is where the int function comes in. So what do you think we should do to that num3 to make it to be able to add it to num1? What do you think we should do? We should turn it. What should we do?
Add str.
Add what?
Add the int function.
I
Add
can't
it,
hear what you're saying.
sir.
I talk normally now. Let me hear what you're saying. What did you say?
I said, do you need the str function?
STR. No, we want to
I
be able
mean
to
int
add.
function.
If we wanted to concatenate, we will call the str function on which one?
Num3.
Num1.
Oh,
Num3 is already a string now. Do you need to make a string again? Did you get the gist there? You don't need to
yes.
make a string is already a string. The one that is not a string is the one you have to convert to a string or make a copy of it. And that's num1. Num1 is an integer. But now we don't want to concatenate. We want to add two numbers. But somehow num3 is a string that we want to do what? We've looked at that string and we've seen that in between the quotation marks of that string is 9 and 0. So we believe strongly that it can be converted to what? We can make a copy of an integer from it, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So let's go ahead and you see that second line that we copied, paste it again. We're now going to put the int function there. So go ahead and paste it and change it. We'll put the int function there on num3.
Okay.
Yes. Now, move your cursor to the front of num3 and then type int. You know how the function should be. Open the parentheses. Open the parentheses, not close. Yes. I don't know.
Then
What
you
are
put
you?
it at the end.
No, you have to. That thing does not look like a function now. Close it at the end, but you have to open it at the beginning of num, not at the beginning of int.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, I remember.
That's better. Now hit enter. Now Did you see that there's no error again?
Yeah. It doesn't show
Why?
anything.
Why do you think there's no error? Because you have now you didn't now you notice something. You didn't change the data type of num3. Num3 is still a string, but somehow because of that function took in num3, what did it do to num3? It created an integer version of num3. Do you get?
On the moon. Yes, yes,
And
yes.
put it in there. So just look at what is going to happen now. Type your print statement and print sum.
Point.
No, print. I didn't say you should paste. Delete that thing before the print, and then sum, the variable sum. Just print the variable sum, sum. Yeah.
Okay, so.
No, I didn't say print the string. You are printing a string. So after that string, you can put your comma and then put the variable name. That's what I mean.
Variable num.
Sum, not num. Sum. The one that you just calculated now. Oh yeah, hit enter. Let's see what it will show.
Sum 95.
So does it do what you're expecting it to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now let us quickly check whether the data type of num3 changed. Type your print statement again. Type your print statement. I didn't say copy. You like copying, Sha. Type your wow. Oh yeah. Remove everything in between. Everything, delete everything in between. That's why I said no need to copy. We don't need okay. Now in between quotation marks, just say data type of data type of, then after the quotation mark, put a comma. Yes. Then put num3 there. Don't put any quotation mark. Just put num3. And then put a comma again. Put a comma again. And then now there's another function called the type function. So please go ahead and just now I'm trying to avoid saying type, but that's what I meant. Type the word type. Okay. Now open the parentheses. You know, every function has parentheses. So before I say open parentheses, you should have typed it. Okay. Then put the variable num3 in between and close it. Num3. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So you can go ahead and hit enter now. What did you see?
Is data type of 90 less than class str.
So what do you think happened there? That thing is telling you that num3 is still what? A string. Did you get that?
Yes, sir.
So how many functions have we learned today?
7.
Are you sure?
7.
I named them. Let's see if they're up to 7.
The addition, the subtraction, the multiplication, the division.
Those
The
are not functions, so Simeon. Those are operators. I said functions. How many
oh,
functions?
in this lesson,
Yes, just today like this.
2.
Okay, let's say. Okay, good. Okay, let's say so far, since we started, how many?
Um, 2, 3.
It can be. Uh-huh. 3. It's more than 3 now. Oh, yeah, let's count it. Number 1, print function, isn't it?
Yeah. Then int,
Number 2,
int,
str. No, before we learnt int, we learnt str, right?
So it's print str int
Uh-huh. And which one?
sum.
Type. Where did you see some? Type.
Type.
Do you remember? Do you remember the type function, isn't it?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay, so it's important that you know what each one does. And good enough, the name gives it away. str will help us to do what? Get the string copy of something. Type will help us to do what? Tell us the data type of whatever you put in between its parentheses, isn't it?
Yeah.
What will int do?
Int will
Give you
a integer
an integer copy of that thing.
copy.
Did you get it?
Yes,
Did
sir.
you get it? Okay. All right. So do you have any questions so far?
No, no, sir.
Okay. So we're going to stop here for today, but I'll send you a note that you write down, and then possibly some code you can try on your own. But I need us to save this file now. So click on File, click on the menu, you see File up there. Save, click on Save. Okay. Now we're going to create a folder. Don't save here. Click on Desktop. We're going to create a folder for this. So call it, no, click on New Folder. Have you seen New Folder there? Up there. New folder, yes. Then yes, just so now, what will we call it? Simeon's Python files, because we want to move it out when we need to. Python files, plural files, files. Yeah, you're right, files. Okay, hit enter twice. Okay, good. Then this one you can call it, what should we call it? Operators and functions, right? Math operators and functions. Math operators and functions. Okay. Okay. All right. So you see now that if you close this, even if you shut down the system and you come again by the next class or the next time you want to do anything, you see that you can open it. The only thing is that you may notice that you won't be able to run code in it, except if you go and look for a way to make it run. So, but it's good for reference. Okay, so any question?
No, sir.
Okay. All right. So I'll send you a note. Short. I'll try and make it as short as possible, and then we will we'll see on Saturday.
Sunday.
Okay. You said you're going out on Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Sunday. What time?
Anytime you want.
Okay. So I think it was. What time
But
did you do that? Was it three
we
o'clock?
did like 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock. Okay.
But we
Okay.
can do 3.
Okay. Okay. I'll let you know, Sha.
Oh, no, no, no. I can't, because next week is Easter, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'll be back by like 4 because we'll be doing something in church. So
Oh.
maybe like 4 o'clock, we have our class.
Okay. All right. That's fine with me. Okay, that's fine.
Okay,
Okay.
sir. Bye, sir.
Okay.
Have
Right.
a good day.
All right, you too.